It does look like a fever dream. I mean, that's kind of what my like little sweater looks like too. I ended up putting on, is this my first Christmas sweater of the year? Usually I do it in like November 1st, just for fun. All right, well, luckily, if we're rendering at double speed, we should be able to actually speed run quite quickly. Do I have my timer? Oh, I was trying to leave. Can't quite speed run that tech yet. All right, mother. Hurry up. Conversations and things. Let's get through this. Yeah, so if you saw the last video before it got taken down, they mess up our whole everything and we are not actually enrolled in school. So now the dean or whomever is coming by to personally deliver it. The director. There is another D word. Responsible for the entire academy. Oh my goodness. That's just such a fast exchange in this mode. This is much nicer than the first time. I wonder if we're gonna get shadow clavel the first like when I first did it. So that first time that I did the recording, it was the 1.0 release and it got an update to 1.0.1 or something, and now I get to go hyperspeed. And I think this is because I turned on, oh my goodness, I can I? No, I can't change my outfit yet. I very quickly changed my outfit to the winter version because I just think it looks better. And I never bought any other cosmetics for myself. All right, hurry up. Hurrying up. I think I'm still gonna pick up Fuecoco. Hey, it's not the Shadowverse anymore. A lot of my body is getting cut off by the green screen. Honestly, after playing the game for a minute, I kind of think Sprigatito's final evolution looks a lot better than initially I thought it did. But I definitely prefer Fuecoco's final evolution over, especially over Quaxly. I do not like what they did with Quaxly's final form. I think Quaxly, well, is the most well-rounded as far as stats go, and Sprigatito gets probably the best stats overall. So honestly, picking up Fuecoco is like playing hard mode because their stats are very, very bad. They get some pretty good like attack and everything, but well, special attack, but they also get like some good defense and health, but their speed is really, really bad. Like they are the slowest of all of them. But I really prefer, I play Pokemon for the way that they look and not for their stats. So a lot of these Pokemon I'll be picking up are not going to be the best, but they'll be the ones I like the best. Dinosaur is always the best option. Agreed. Do they have any versions? Okay, can I? No, it won't let me run yet. That tree is having a really hard time. The sun is just beating it down. Okay. I think it's like pretty much all the way down there at that point. It actually lets me run. What? I don't entirely get what they were trying to do over there. I initially thought that it was a secret surprise or something. Cabo Poco. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just start in a run. It just forced me to do a quick walk there, and then everything else is in a bit of a run. Got it. I'm very curious to see if my character model freaks out like it did the first time. This area, for some reason, is way like low res. They didn't put any details in the steps or the floor. Like on the outside, it's all got the bricks and everything, but in here, it doesn't have any of that. I don't know why they did that. I also noticed that in the school, my frame rate drops heavily. Also, something that's kind of upsetting. I was expecting this to run better on the Switch, but apparently from a lot of other people's perspectives, it runs very slowly. Like obviously it's stuck at 30 FPS because it's the Switch, but it's a whole open world area that does not run super well. As far as I've heard, the emulator runs pretty decently. But that's because I can throw my whole computer at the problem on this. All right, definitely picking up the alligator. Honestly, overall, I think that the designs for this, I like the designs for this generation pretty well. I think they did a pretty good job. I think in the last generation, I would have actually picked the grass type. I liked the little Rillaboom, I think is what he was. And that was probably my first. Wait, could I have chosen not to be your friend and then you would have actually been a good rival? Oh my goodness, I should have chosen that. Oh well. Right, the tutorial part, the longest part of any Pokemon game. What kind of Pokemon do you think you'll... Well, are you going to end up playing this game? Ferret? Sorry. Yes, absolutely. The fire alligator. Hold up. Someone had a nickname suggested in a previous video. Content comments. There we go. That's what I need to look for. Coco, Smile, Steve for the alligator. That makes sense. I saw one that I thought was really good though. Oh my goodness, that video did so well because no one else had any gameplay actually up. Oh, where did that name go? I don't like that it's super quiet right now. Crackle. I like Spectre. There we go. This is the name I'm going for. Hey, where'd my sound go? There we go. Oh yeah, I did turn my... Let's turn it down just a little bit more. I had an issue where my mic quality got a little bit too... It was too loud, apparently. There we go. Cocoa Puffs. Wait, did it not let me name it? Oh, I'll be so sad if that name didn't keep. Did I hit cancel instead of okay? Why is there no sound? There's like no music right now. Oh, the road does have a texture. It is just very, very simple. He went for a dirt road on top. Like the road has lights embedded in the ground and he went for plain dirt. Now, I wasn't able to find a way to get the other starters, but I imagine that's like a very end game, maybe, if it is an option. Potion. There we go. And because she ends up picking Sprigatito, it's actually a very easy fight. All right, game. Do you hold up? I'm gonna have to turn on some extra music if it keeps being this quiet. How many people actually care significantly about the story part of Pokemon? I do have to say there's a side quest story that I actually think is very sweet, and I would do the exact same thing that this person was doing. I did find some pretty quick ways to actually level up and evolve my Pokemon. So I think we'll be speeding up pretty quickly. Let's see. Oh, I probably should have been doing a recording. Nah, well, yeah. Do I record it? Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the record button. I forgot to do a recording. Oh my goodness. I will say, based on the speed that I was completing my previous playthrough, sure. Nimona does not really get much better, but one of your companions that you are fighting against, they end up becoming very strong, especially with the type of Pokemon that I ended up choosing. So that is a whole different issue. You winning? You walked up and then walked away. Oh, because you wanted to fight again. Your cat's down and out. Like the fighting, and people who like cute Pokemon, the latter like the story. Fair. Personally, I think I've said this a couple of times before, but I would love to see a Pokemon game that didn't have turn-based combat. I would love to see one that had just this and like either Tekken or Pokemon Unite combat, where you're just running around the world throwing attacks at whatever Pokemon you choose fit, and they can all do the same to you. It is just going to be a super dangerous world, and I would love to see it. I do also need to get a skin for my Rotom phone because, well, it is super basic and only the red Rotom. Come on. I'll probably end up splicing part of the starting because I chose the same Pokemon, so I could just splice the start of the video into this one. Although I don't really want to have it feel like you're watching the exact same video. It's got to be at least a little bit different. Reminds you of the Pokemon Gun fan game. What? So I know that there was a fan game of Mario 64 where you got a gun. I do not remember ever seeing a Pokemon with a gun fan game. I need more details. That sounds very interesting. Okay, I didn't actually look around here before for anything. You know what really sucks? The render distance is kind of not great. So I want to skip move learning. I'll send everything to the box. For now, I'll give everything a nickname. Camera controls. Oh, yeah, I would not want to invert that. Show nicknames. Skip cutscenes. We won't do that for now. We'll turn this off and there we go. It would be funny to see that not work in the next cutscene, the helping function. There's something that stops you from jumping off of a cliff. I guess that's what the helping function probably is. What are you doing talking to my mother? Okay, so I'm actually going to avoid doing a lot of fighting in the early area. Later on, if we do a like shiny hunt stream or like fill out the Pokedex stream, then I'll actually try and catch all the Pokemon. But right now it is speed run territory. We are going as fast as we possibly can. Sandwich, there we go. Potions, got it. I actually haven't used any of the sandwiches yet. I think it's just a sandwich material, so that way we can make a sandwich. Oh, I bet you can get different sandwich materials from different towns. Yep, that makes lots of sense. So I did a little bit of looking in the school area, and you get all of the exact same foods from the same shops. So even if you go to another shop, that's right. Let me move. There we go. You go to the same shop that is right next to it, it will serve the same thing. So there's like a couple of places where there's like 2 cafes. They all serve the exact same thing. I think maybe if you go to a different town, it'll be different. But yeah, there's no variation between them. I was hoping that like a time of day or each shop would have different stuff, because I'm trying to get that fire Pokemon XP gain. There is a new mechanic in this one, making sandwiches that help you out as far as like increase your power, increase shiny odds, and increase like EXP gain. Sandwiches are super powerful, and if you get into it, super good. Pokemon, the sandwich simulator, very nice. I already got Pokeballs. All right, I'll take more though. Lechonk. All right, fair. What am I calling Lechonk? Let me move. I definitely will say a couple of these you have to actually pay a little bit of attention. Okay, I could probably catch it now. A couple of these you actually have to pay a little bit of attention to some of the details that they give you. For example, relearning Pokemon moves, that is really kind of, it's weird. You have to do it through the Pokemon menu, go through that, check summary, and then hit A inside of the menu. But if you go through your boxes and click the Pokemon and then check summary, for some reason you can't relearn moves that way. It's super weird. So a couple of these little tidbits of information. Oh, I didn't give it a name. Snort or Oink? Oink. All right. Can I rename stuff? I'm trying to spam through dialogue too quick. Hurry up. Cutscenes are definitely the longest part of a lot of these games. Like Mario Odyssey, that one, most of the speed runs come down to all of the cutscenes. Like you can get super fast. Hello, Zachary. Wild Pokemon. Got it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Can I change your name here? Yeah, there it is. Change nickname. Okay. Snort, Oink. Ooh, I like Le French boy. Let's go with, okay, I'm gonna combine these. Le Oink. We'll do it that way. There we go. Oop, and I gotta pick up the Pokeballs. Le Chonk hair. Oh, and something else I noticed. You can press the right stick in to zoom out a little bit, and that's actually super helpful for running around these areas, especially since some of them kind of just run up on top of you, and it can be kind of annoying because sometimes the fights just take a good bit longer, or the fights take a while. The auto battling, help please, there we go. The auto battling is pretty nice. I feel like you get a significantly smaller amount of XP out of it though. Can I get up this? There we go. Early revive. That's going to be useful. I really shouldn't be spending too much time picking up these extra items, but they could be useful. I definitely end up dying a whole lot just by running around doing things I probably shouldn't. Oh, wait. I bet. Okay, I don't know which one of these gives me more XP, but I do know that there is, oh my goodness, yeah, I need to actually get my dude leveled up a few times, because immediately after you get out of school, there is a shortcut to go and run up into the higher area and get a lot of XP by fighting some level 20 some deerlings, some level 20 deerlings. But because Cocoa Puffs is very slow, the deerlings always get to hit first, so it hurts a lot and very quickly. Came across your YouTube from your Dome Keeper playthroughs. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and kind of supporting the variety content. I know this is very different from Dome Keeper. I'm not even in the same like roguelike genre. Like, I just wanted to play some Pokemon. I will say I'm probably still going to be doing a couple more Dome Keeper videos, just because I had quite a bit of fun doing those. And if I can get a little bit more like access and build some more things for Dome Keeper, then I will probably keep doing some more. I just don't want to keep doing the same thing. Like, I understand it seems like a lot of people can upload a lot of just typical normal Dome Keeper runs, but I have a problem doing that because it feels repetitive and not. I want to do something different when I'm trying to do playthroughs. I don't want it to feel like I'm doing the exact same thing. Stream is stuck. Thank you, Zachary. I'm reading chat and then not looking at the actual thing. That is a problem with this emulator. Thank you. Played Pokemon back when Red and Blue came out. Nice. Let's see. What was my first Pokemon? I think I probably played a friend's Red and Blue. Yeah, I think that's the one that I played. But the first one I actually got into and really enjoyed playing on my own was actually the mystery dungeons. So that was probably my first introduction to Pokemon. And that wasn't even like that's obviously not the main Pokemon series, but I liked it so much better because you got to be the Pokemon. And it was a different format. You got to run around a dungeon, and it was interesting because even just moving around the dungeon was some form of turn-based, because if you move, everyone else gets to move a little bit. I don't want to catch this one, but I think I might. I'll just catch it really quick. Nice. Oh, and then I definitely played a little bit of Legends Arceus, was the most recent one that I played. I did not play Sword and Shield. I don't know, I just didn't want to. I think that was really my only reason for it. I just didn't want to. Ooh, what do we call this one? All right, since we can rename them later, if you get names for custom names that you want for whatever Pokemon, throw it in chat. I'll start adding some extras. Okay, at this point I really should go up and actually pick up the next cutscene. Variety is good. Some of the Pokemon games are super repetitive. Yeah, what were some of the Pokemon games that were probably the worst offenders for that? Ooh, I actually want Pawmi. Yeah, I want Pawmi. Pawmot is its final one. It's not Pawmi. Wasn't a big fan of Sword and Shield. All right. I loved Arceus because it kind of broke the mold for a typical Pokemon game. I liked the fact that I could run around and sneak up on Pokemon and do like sneak attacks and actually catch them without actually having to get into a fight. I thought that was fun. Some amount of the constant battling can feel a little repetitive for certain. Like leveling up your Pokemon, that can take a second. And I did find it. Ooh, okay, good. I found a couple of ways to quickly level up. There are a couple of Pokemon at certain stages that are very easy to take out with Cocoa Puffs, and they give a ton of XP. So I think we'll be putting some of that to the test to try and level up our team really quickly. Soup name the radish soup. All right. Ironically, Red and Blue were pretty repetitive, but at the time in the early 90s, it was amazing that you could trade Pokemon from one system to another. Yeah, that was a pretty big innovation. Personally, I need to rename this one to, let's see. I think this looks like a teddy bear, like a dollar store teddy bear Pikachu. So There we go. Pika Teddy. And if you come up with a better name, I will replace it, but that's the name that I chose for this one. It just looks like a fluffier, rounder Pikachu, in my opinion. But yeah, that on that note, for red and blue, that is something that I think Nintendo does really, really well. They are always trying to do some form of innovation for gameplay, and I love it so much. Whereas like Xbox, PlayStation, a lot of those games, you can typically play those on, oh, a little shiny. You can typically get the same experience on your computer. Now, technically, there is help. Did I run into something? Okay. God. There we go. Tiki Teddy is pretty awesome. Hello, Nuno Nevs. Want to join World and playing Scarlet. I don't. So right now, because I don't have the copy on my Switch, I'm using the emulator. So I can't do any multiplayer stuff, which is really unfortunate because co-op is huge for this game, and I would love to do that. All right, hurry up. Cutscenes, go away. I feel like I should turn cutscenes off. The fact that it does that one cutscene and then I walk 5 feet and get into another cutscene is a little frustrating. Why? It's so quiet. There's no sound going on right now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wonder, this is probably its own separate challenge, but I bet if you spent hours in the first zone, you could have leveled up your Pokemon to be some level 40 or something to actually fight the little boss Pokemon in here. I think that would have been really funny. Definitely way more time investment because they're all level like 3 and 2. So you get like a couple of experience. Oops, wrong thing. Can I hand him? Okay, what happens if I give him my phone? Okay, it won't let me hand it the Rotom phone. Just had to be sure. I look sad. I'm like, I don't want to give him the sandwich. This is, my mom made this sandwich. That sandwich is very shiny. I don't know if I would eat such a shiny sandwich. Yeah, and the cutscene takes all of the time. That kid looks like he's worried he's going to become the next snack. Starts eating the Rotom. Rotom screams immensely in pain. I mean, it would make more sense for this cybernetic Pokemon to eat the Rotom cell phone than to eat the sandwich. But you know what? My mom just makes the most amazing sandwiches. So I think that's it really, you know, there's a little bit of extra story behind the sandwiches in some of the side quests. So I kind of wonder where my mom is getting some of these ingredients. Like some of the ingredients that we have to go and get are crazy rare and super powerful. That will be like probably a main focus because I very quickly, so the side story that I'm talking about, you have to go down that route to unlock a lot of Rhydon's abilities. Let me move. All right. Here, no, just let me hop on your back. It would be so much quicker if you would just let me ride on your back. I really want to spend time leveling up my Pokemon, but also I really want to get through the tutorial so that way I can get to better leveling areas. Oh, I never like came back down here at any point to try and explore this in my playthrough. I think this playthrough, depending on how much speed runny we want to be with it, I might actually explore a little bit more. Or, you know, we'll do some shiny hunting live streams. Your mom works at Subway. Oh man, I love Odd Ones. Has anyone seen Odd Ones cartoon show that he put on Netflix? I think I watched maybe 4 episodes of it. I couldn't get through very much of it. I just didn't really have the time for it. I guess this moss just lets off light. That's what their explanation is. You would think that in the world where Pokemon are so super common, wouldn't they eat Pokemon? Which Pokemon would you want to eat? Definitely the Pokemon that are literally sentient, like ice cream and stuff. Those are probably the best ones to eat. Huh. There's a TM up there. So if you don't know, the red shining Pokeballs are items, and the yellow shining ones are like TMs. So you can use those to teach your Pokemon different things. I must have to come back here later because I can't walk up there by myself. I mean, that Houndoom might literally eat me if I tried to go up there, but you know, TMs and items. Just let me go quicker. Cutscene incoming. Started watching it, loved some of it, but your wife was rolling her eyes. I get it. It's so I love animation way more than live action. It's just, it holds my attention a lot easier. And typically I think that animation can be a little bit more crazy with their story and have more fun things happen in certain ways, like animes in general. Live action can do it too, but it just doesn't do it in the same way, in my opinion. So the hardest thing for me to do is to get my wife interested in any of the animated shows I think are really great. We have this thing where we pick a show and we'll watch like a season of it, and even if the other person isn't like super crazy into it, they just kind of watch it, give it a chance. It's still, we won't ever pick anything that would be like horribly not fun. Like neither of us really like horror movies or anything, so we wouldn't pick one of those. But that's how I've gotten her to watch several things. Like, yep, I am having a great time coming up with names. Voltron on Netflix. That was a show that I got her into, and initially it was a hard time getting her to watch it because she doesn't typically watch animated stuff. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and one shot this Houndoom at level 40. Very, very easy. Oh, I didn't even get it. Oh, even if I had my Pokemon at level 100, it wouldn't let me do any fighting. You would eat Slowbro. The tail just looks yummy. What is Slowbro based off of again? Actually, yeah, what kind of Pokemon is Slowbro supposed to be based off of? I can't even actually think of one. You got your wife to watch through Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it was epic. Oh yeah, that is one of our favorites. Let's see, I think we actually did like a whole marathon where we watched through all of Avatar when we were living in one of the apartments that we were in. Yeah, we watched through all of Avatar, all of like the first Yu-Gi-Oh, where it had like the original Yu-Gi-Oh, before it like branched off into future versions. But yeah, watched through all of that. I think that was around the time that we watched Voltron. What were some other ones that we watched? We watched a bunch of older animes. Well, Avatar's like not technically an anime, but still, it's really great. Really like it. I need some water. You know what I think is a really good show that I haven't watched in a minute, but was, so I loved Adventure Time. I thought it was really great, had a lot of fun with it. It took a long time, in my opinion, for it to get to a point that I was telling like a story instead of just fun adventures of a child and a dog. I feel like a lot of cartoon shows have to get past, you have to get past like the first season for them to get past the, oh, we're just a kid's show, and then it gets into, whoa, there's like some really deep backstory here, and oh my goodness, you did what kind of stuff. It, I feel like the typical thing is they take about a season to get through that, because especially when it's on like cable or whatever Cartoon Network, they have to have the first season be totally not actually building any story or plot. It's just got to be fun random adventures, and then they can be fun and build out the story or the lore or whatever they want to. Like that seems to be the main theme, in my opinion, of like network shows, anything, even live action. We were just talking about this like last night. Cable shows and everything took an entire season or more that you would have to kind of wait through, that weren't really a lot of fun, but they afterwards would get into a big, deep, like lots of connections and really like making you feel for the characters. And I think they could get away with that because in cable, a lot of times you just turn on the TV and just kind of watch whatever's going on, and like you would just accidentally drop into like season 2, season 3 of some show, and yeah, my favorite show's coming up after this one, so I'll just let this one play. And it turns out, oh my goodness, this is actually a really cool show, I'll watch the rest of it. Whereas now, with everything being streaming on demand, if you don't like the first season, you could technically skip to the second season, but a lot of times you'll just skip on to a totally different series, so they don't have that same autoplay feature going on with it. Ooh. Avatar is always a good option. I agree. Looked it up, and his tail is supposed to be like a hermit crab. Really? Like that's canonical? Slowbro's tail is supposed to taste like hermit crab. Well, I guess, yeah, okay. I think it would be, I mean, you know what? Maybe that's why Shelder really likes it and is part of the evolution for eating the tail. You know what? That makes sense. You wish you spent more time watching Adventure Time. You don't watch it. Your parents didn't let you. Oh, probably because kids typically don't schedule a watch new episodes like adults do. That is a very good point. I do agree with that. Why didn't your parents let you watch Adventure Time? Was it just not actually like, definitely the first couple of seasons seemed a little brain rotty, not really building anything. So I can see that being a reason. Cool. Okay, I guess we're going super slow right now. Oh my goodness. So right now, this dude is a total pushover and not a problem to fight. But let me tell you, later on, when you've completed the side quest and actually go to fight him, he absolutely murders you. Adult implications. I don't remember too much of that in Adventure Time. But also, I probably wasn't paying a whole lot of attention at that age. Wow, seeing just 300 Poké Dollars after nearly completing the whole story, that feels like practically nothing. His hair is fabulous. You are correct. Also, look at all of the shadow detail going on their shirts. Like that, this game definitely, some of it, like the grass over there, literal just diamonds, just little shapes, but then they have like their shirts with full texture mapping of shadows for the sweaters. Like I guess it's probably much easier to load this super low poly grass all around the world, but it feels a little jarring in, oh, come on. Okay, I think we need to also go and pick up a water type Pokemon, so I'm going to go run to the side and pick up a Weasel. All right, I don't think I can actually ride my Rhydon until I have actually gotten through the school area. Oh, there we go. You're not gonna make me fight you, are you? Oh no, right. I need to go up here. Oh, good. You actually just load me at the top. There's a couple of areas where you actually have to climb in real time the whole ladder, and it is very slow going. I'm just glad that they let you jump off of the building instead of actually climbing all the way down. My ride-on is a very good parachute. Are you excited for the holiday season? I feel like the older I get, the more I love Thanksgiving. I'm very excited for Thanksgiving. I've already started thawing the turkey. I have a big 20-pound turkey that I am going to chop down and sous vide in a confit. So, name your next water Pokemon, Professor Squirt. That might be demonetizable. I love the name, but YouTube might not like that. I don't know. Thanksgiving is fun, but like for me, we don't have much people to spend it with. Oh, really? So I'm very lucky in that we live pretty much like 5 minutes away in high traffic, 5 minutes away from my wife's parents. So we get to spend a lot of time with them, and it makes things like Thanksgiving pretty fun. My family lives a pretty decent ways away. Like lives in a whole different state, kind of distant away. We don't really want, well, a bug wouldn't be bad, but my real bet for the psychic gem is to pick up a dark type Pokemon. But yeah, super excited for Thanksgiving because I am sous videing a whole turkey, and we're gonna confit it as well. So what that means is sous vide, confit. Sous vide is using a little machine that heats up water and keeps it very consistently heated. So if I set it to like 65 degrees Celsius, it will keep it at that temperature for literal days. Like you can leave it completely unattended and it will just go. It just works. It is really nice. And then confitting is cooking something in fat. So not necessarily deep frying it, but cooking it slow, like slow cooking it in just a whole bunch of oil. Wow, it's just not gonna give me a weasel, huh? I don't know why, but I really would prefer to have a weasel over all of the other Pokemon that are available in this little creek area. Come on, there we go. Level 4. Let's throw a level 5 Pikachu. Okay, I don't want to hit you with anything super effective, but you shouldn't be able to take down my Pikachu very easily. We'll go for a scratch. Ooh, wow, that does 0 damage. Professor Demonetization. I don't know. Will demonetization even fit into the whole thing? I think I'm gonna kill this. Okay, that was very close. Professor Demo. I like it. Well, Professor Demon, and we'll make it a little inside joke. Hear you. Sorry if I. Oh, it's okay, Zachary. I highly doubt that saying it on a live stream will be a big issue, and usually if I can catch it in an edit, it's okay. There we go. But yeah, usually if I can catch it in an edit, we're okay. But I think having the text written down where YouTube can actually read the text is a different issue. Now, that's saying that YouTube actually cares enough about it, given that they haven't done anything to fix all of the stupid spam bots that are running around YouTube. Okay. So is this Professor Demo? I think we're giving it this nickname. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll go with this. All right, we're doing Prof. Demon to kind of explain that, it's shorthand. Yes, I am a software developer. I have been doing software development for, what year is it? 5 years now. I did about 2-3 years of college for it, and then I've been professionally software developing for about 5 years now. So yeah, that's kind of how I know about things like creating mods and video games and stuff. I downloaded Unreal Engine so that way I can try and make like a waterbending tech demo. Just because after playing those VR games for the earthbending, I realized I need to way upgrade my computer. My computer parts are, yeah, something like 5 years old at this point, 5 to 7 years old at this point. And at the time when I bought them, they were really good parts and decently priced. But now they are very, very old and barely capable of streaming. So I'm very lucky that I can run most of this and stream at the same time. But I do think that I need to get upgraded so that way I can actually like play VR games and maybe even stream them. I didn't switch out my Pokemon. We'll go with Thundershock. Oh my goodness, you're gonna kill my teddy bear. I forgot that grass doesn't work against electric, doesn't work against grass. We're gonna go ahead and throw my little Cocoa Puffs out there. You started your career in 2016. Ooh, nice. What kind of stuff are you working on? Do you do like websites, phone applications, desktop applications, like games? There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can work in. Professor Demon, nice. Okay, I'm just gonna try and get rid of this one. Why are you hitting me with the sand attacks? Stop it. I will not be able to see you. Please don't miss. I don't think we're gonna hit this Pokemon. Oh, I hate that you use sand attack on me so much. I should probably just throw a Pokeball at you. But now I'm mad. Your dad's a website developer? Cool. What kind of stuff does your dad work in? There's a whole... I could talk about this stuff for a very long time. I don't know how much people are actually interested in it, but if it's a conversation you'll want to have, I will have it. Learn to absorb and quick attack, growl, cheese. Yeah, so I think early game, the Deerlings are pretty solid for XP. After that, I think we go and focus on Orthworms. Orthworms. It's like an earthworm made of steel, super easy to attack. Here we go, next cutscene. This emulator is having some issues. It paused on... Oh, thank you for those updates, because for some reason I'm looking at chat and not the actual window. We'll see how much of this recording actually makes it through. Huge umbrella of tech, focused mainly on desktop applications. We've done mobile development and websites. C#.net is your main focus. Mine too. I prefer C# significantly over like Java or anything else really. I've done like TypeScript work for Angular. Like that's fun, but that's because it takes JavaScript and makes it more like C#. Much more prefer that. Code Creature needs to change this screen. Yeah, I keep doing that. Worked on things like the website for Under Armour Pura and stuff like that. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. Yeah, a lot of times in this kind of software development business and such, a lot of times it comes down to kind of like what kind of names you have on your resume. So just simply having something like that is usually a pretty big boost to being able to get into other places. Currently I'm doing a lot of contract work, so I'm jumping around from place to place. But I really like it because it keeps things fresh. I'm not stuck in one place for years at a time. I early on in my like 5-year career, I was kind of doing something where I was working in one place for a minute, and since I moved to doing contract work, I have to get up to speed a lot quicker and just kind of get familiarized with things very quickly and do a whole bunch of different jobs instead of getting pinholed into one specific job. That then sharpens up my skills and makes it a lot easier to learn overall. It's definitely a lot more stressful because you have to run around a lot and keep moving for sure. But I think that I've learned way more in doing these contracts on and off for months at a time than I have in like the last 5 years of what I've been doing. Ooh, I need to be running. Okay. I think it should teach me how to do auto battles here pretty soon. Or it already taught me, I think. We've done TypeScript for a while, and now with... Oop, there we go. And now with Angular. For a while now with Angular. Sorry, misread that. Started getting into Blazor, which is awesome and allows you to run C# in the front end. I also started just recently getting into Blazor. Blazor came out like literally this year, didn't it? It's got a couple of bugs to it. There are a couple of things in the front end that doesn't handle super well, but I do love that it lets you keep everything in kind of one package, especially if you're doing C# development, C#.net overall. I like that it lets you keep everything in one big package. I think for now I'd say that I prefer Angular because I'm more familiar with it, but I do enjoy Blazor, and I hope that they keep supporting it because it could be really, really big. I don't need to heal my Pokemon. I just did that. Almost double your salary. Applied for a remote position in California. Oh yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. The annoying part about consultant work is don't get to really choose the work you do. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely. If you're trying to make money, it's you don't get to choose a lot of what you're trying to do. It's the balance really of doing what you want to and making money. For now, I'm trying to eventually make YouTube that option, because if I can get YouTube to the point that it makes close to what my salary is, then I can do YouTube full time. My wife technically agreed to that, so we've got a long ways to go. I'm at about 1/10 of my income, but that's still pretty huge. A lot of channels don't even make it partly there. Oh, I don't really want to do a fight. My Pokemon did not get very many levels. I think I have the ability to terastallize right now though, so I should be okay. Yeah, I think if I were going to choose to do something as a job that would make me happy, I'm definitely really enjoying doing YouTube. It's really difficult though to really nail down a niche that also gets a good bit of views and holds my attention for long enough. My issue is with my ADHD, it's very hard for me to stick to one dopamine for a very long time. So Dome Keeper is probably the longest running kind of series that I was doing, and I'm still looking at ways to switch it up so that way it doesn't become repetitive. Yeah, but I mean, since I started doing Dome Keeper, I kind of am in the roguelike genre, so that gives me the option to start doing other roguelike variety games. So then I end up doing Pokemon, which is not at all a roguelike game, so we'll see how well that does. Oh, you think I'll hit 50K by the end of 23? Oh, wow. That would be beyond awesome to hit that. Honestly, I'd love to hit 10K. I think that feels a lot more achievable, but given that, so I literally last year, so I started technically, officially, I started this channel in the very beginning of 2021 after one of my TikToks did really, really well. I started doing TikTok in 2020. It did really well. And then I couldn't keep doing short form content. Like I really wanted to do much longer form stuff and like doing video games. Hello, Tree Monster. Welcome. Glad you made it to the live stream. Yeah, I started doing YouTube after I wanted to do more long form content in my, I didn't even terrestrialize. I'm in trouble. I started it in 2021. It took me the whole year to hit 1,000, but I hit 1,000 within that year. And then this year alone, I've gone up by over 2,000 subs. So you know what? Maybe 50,000 isn't a crazy number. I just have to actually really hone in on my skills for making like thumbnails and stuff. That seems to be the biggest thing that helps channels grow, is getting that click through. Oh, oh, right. I don't have terrestrialization yet. That makes sense. When the day comes where you are super popular, remember me. I was here waiting for your streams. Remember me. I'll remember you, Ferret. Absolutely. How was thine day fare? Gotta go. Your kiddos have been waiting all day to see their papa. I subbed to you today. Thank you, Zachary. Thank you for subbing. I have a good time with the kiddos. Pretty good, but just want this game to release already. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I think you, so from this point, I think you literally have like 24, 26 hours before you're able to play it. Technically, if you had an Australian account and you went through all of that, you could have been playing it today, but that's a whole separate hassle. That's not really worth getting to play it 24 hours early. I mean, very technically, even then, the Australian accounts, they cost more, and you only get them for like a day early. So I don't know if it's worth it. Bye, Zachary. Thank you for hopping in. Let's see. What kind of which version are you getting, Tree Monster? Which version are you getting, and which starter do you want? Ah, okay. Thank you, Zachary. Humbled servo. I'm gonna try and keep that in my head. Not a promise I can. Got 10 hours, but can't stay up till midnight. There. I also can't stay up till midnight. Well, no, I think I stayed up till like 1 or 2 in the morning, like a couple of weeks ago, just by accident. But usually I've been tired around like 8 or 9 p.m. because I have to get up at like 5 a.m. to start my job. You're getting Scarlet and Fuecoco. Nice. Why are you choosing Scarlet over Violet? Do you just like the sorry. Do you like the exclusives that they're giving specifically? I chose Violet over Scarlet because I preferred how my Rhydon looked. And then I also do enjoy some of the exclusives that you're getting in Violet. But I think I actually I like them both quite a lot. I really just, my final decision was because I preferred my Rhydon over the other one. The typings and the actual like combat capabilities of the Scarlet version is probably way better. I like the fighting dragon type. I think that's really cool. Yes, Fire Dino is the best. I agree. I go through getting an Aussie account for the next gen, maybe in like 3 years. It will be a good couple of years before the next one, so you do have time to figure that out. Oh yeah, so this is where we can get all kinds of things like change up your hairstyle, get ingredients for sandwiches. I think No, the sandwich that I wanted is not, it's not craftable. It's not craftable. I didn't want to do that. Man, inside of the school city is so slow at rendering. Like outside, I was getting way faster and actually like double time speed. This is so much slower. Co-Ride-on's the other one. You're right. Oh, okay. My big issue with Co-Ride-on is that they just run instead of using the wheel looking things. But given that the theme of Scarlet and Violet is primal, like past versions of Pokemon, and Violet is techie future versions of Pokemon, it makes sense. It makes sense that Co-Ride-on would run around and have something that looks like wheels, while my Ride-on is fully teched out and has wheels installed in them. Like, that makes sense. Okay, I can move now. Ooh, only thing is, like, Ceruledge. Oh, you like them more, but if you pick Fuecoco, then you shouldn't use Ceruledge. Ah, okay. I don't remember which Pokemon that is, but I'm also just really bad with names, so that doesn't help. I can't even really give a good description of what I think the Pokemon is. That's the like night looking Pokemon, right? Oh, you actually think that the running is better? Works for driving, but if Co-Ride-on started diving, it would look so weird. Started driving. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think Austin John Plays said something very similar to how I feel about it. And that my Ride-on, as far as like a riding Pokemon as a mount, looks better, but as an actual fighting Pokemon, if I were going to choose Pokemon to actually have in a battle, I would choose Co-Ride-on over my Ride-on. But you can't take any of your mount Pokemon. Like, you can't take, if you have my Ride-on as your mount Pokemon, you can't take that and make it a combat Pokemon. You do end up getting one. You get one later, but it's not a mount Pokemon. So it's a little weird. Which starter out of all of the gens is your favorite? Oh, absolutely Chimchar. Infernape is probably my favorite Pokemon overall. I just really love the like Wukong looking character. And initially, I think when I was a kid and it first came out, I didn't like it because I thought it was weird that its butt was on fire. But after seeing its full evolution and everything, now this is when I was a kid and when it came out, so I didn't like it, but then ended up really liking it once it evolved. So Infernape's my favorite Pokemon, and then probably Scyther or what's the steel type? What is it? Scyther turns into Scizor. There we go. Scyther turns into Scizor. I think those are also like a close second favorite of mine. And I really choose Pokemon. I've said this before. I choose Pokemon based on how they look over their actual like talents, or not talents, their stats. If I were choosing stats, I think I would have to pick Sprigatito in my starters, because it seems like they have the strongest starting stats. For Ninja and Decidueye, those are also very good. Yeah, it is Scizor. Gotta be Cyndaquil or Totodile. Nice. Okay, those are pretty good. When I was, so my first Pokemon game being Mystery Dungeon, I did like the whole test and everything for what kind of Pokemon I could be. I think I got Cyndaquil as my Pokemon with the like personality test, and then I ended up choosing Totodile to be my friend, and he was so mad at me. He was like, Totodile is so dorky, why would you make him me? And I was just like, because he's the water type and you like water types. I'm sorry that you didn't want to be the crocodile water type. Is there a grass crocodile yet? We now have water. Whoops. Oh, I don't actually care about this right now. We'll get rid of Tail Whip. We have Totodile as the water type, and then we have Fuecoco as the fire type. You know, we have like a ground type crocodile, but that's not a starter. Do we have a grass yet? Did you install the update? Because I have not seen any other people have this crazy looking graphics. I did get an update. Yeah, I got like a early patch 1.0 patch or something. But I think I still have a couple of issues just because I think CPU or graphics card doesn't want to render it completely. Like some of it runs a little bit slower than it should. You play the demo of Mystery Dungeon and you got Skitty. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's a quiz in the Mystery Dungeons that it's like a personality quiz. Yeah, there's a personality quiz that you take that lets you, it assigns a Pokemon to you. And it's actually kind of interesting. Based on the choices that you pick, you can actually get a specific Pokemon every time. I think I don't remember if in the first Mystery Dungeon, if they had an option for you to change who your Pokemon was. I think you actually had to go through the whole quiz, and if you didn't answer the quiz correctly, then you wouldn't get the Pokemon that you wanted. I actually looked up a guide for how to get Charmander as my starting Pokemon. There we go. Terra Orb acquired. Wow, it takes like an entire hour to go through the tutorial. I really thought that we could get through this game in like 3 or 4 hours. I think Skitty's right. Small pink one. Nimona's over here like, I am so much a stronger fighter, even though I completely kicked her butt. Come on. Oh, we're stuck on a loading screen. All right, so something that I didn't do through my playthrough is actually go through any of the Team Star fights. So I might actually make that a bit of a focus because I didn't touch any of them in my previous playthrough. Oh, right. Terrestrializing. Sure, we'll go ahead and start it. So does everyone know about terrestrializing and how it works? I learned a little bit about it. Basically, you can become any type. So if I had a grass terrestrialized Fuecoco, I could become a grass type, and then my typing would go from fire to grass. And what that does is it boosts any grass type moves. But something else to note, it does boost your base stat moves. So because I'm a fire type, I would get a boost to fire type moves, even if I had like a grass type terrestrialize. Now, when it's a fire type and you have a fire type terrestrialize, it super increases the bonus that you get from it. That was probably not the best explanation, but hopefully it helped you understand it. It was a Skitty. That's really funny. There we go. Level 11. All right, what am I replacing? Oh, yeah, I'll just get rid of this one. Okay, so we have an electric type, we have a grass type, grass flying. We have a water type, so that's good. So the electric type will be good for the water gym. We don't have no. If we can get the Teddy Pikachu to level up, then that will be our fighting type for the normal and rock gyms. That'll be very handy. You get double stab basically, and it changes your type. Yeah. Now, I didn't actually understand what stab was before this game. I thought stab was the physical attack move. I didn't understand that your typings get a stab bonus. I actually did not understand that before playing this game, so I feel silly by not knowing that. Of course, a fire type would get stronger fire type attacks. I didn't know that. All right, so I think as soon as we get through this, I'm going to try and very quickly pick up a Zeraora. Or a Zora. There's a... Oh. Is this... I don't think this actually makes me faster. I think it might be somewhat slower. I thought that I could slide faster than I was running. But no, the immediate slowdown probably hurts your speed a little bit more. Growl? Oh, you were telling me what to get rid of. I definitely could have gotten rid of Growl, but I was focused on other things. My bad, tree monster. Like a whole map of the optimal route to go through the game based on the levels. Really? Already? Dang, okay. I mean, it makes sense. If it's fully open world, then it would make sense that you could do that. I just immediately went to everything that had a type disadvantage to my Pokemon. So I hit the grass. Did I hit the grass? I definitely hit the bug type gym, and then I think there was probably a grass type gym that I hit. Steel, anything that was negative or double effective fire, then I went there immediately. And then there was the psychic gym. I went and fought the psychic gym. That thing's like level 40 something. And I was fighting it with like level 30s. So I was getting my butt kicked. But I found out the AI in this game doesn't know how to handle terrestrializing. So if you set up your Pokemon to actually... so what I did was I set up a Zeraora to take the form of one of my poison type Pokemon. So that way the AI thought that it could only use electric or psychic moves, but psychic doesn't work on dark. So I took 0 damage. So I was literally fighting a level 40 gym with like a level 10 whatever level Zeraora evolved at. This guy, his face is literally melting. His face is melting off. That's unfortunate for you, buddy. Interesting that we're starting this in the biology room. Also, there's some amount of you can actually attend classes in this, so that is something that's a little interesting in my opinion. I think my beard is trying to attack my face. Oh yeah, you mean like, oh, that kid's eyeball was missing. Okay. Oh my goodness, everyone is like becoming creepy melty face monsters. I didn't expect this to happen. We're just gonna mash through the story in this to get through the scary terror that's happening here. It's still happening with the face. Zora is, yeah, Zora is the pre-evolution, and I went for Zora Arc. Zeraora. Yep. Yep. I went for the one that's evolved from Zora. Why is that so hard for me to say? He should definitely go to the hospital. Where is this kid still missing his eye? Can you show me? Oh, he's got his eyes closed. Okay. Nimona is gone. Okay. So I have to get to the point of, I have to go through a couple of these really quickly so I can pick up my last story missions. Okay. Move. The tutorials take so long to get through in Pokemon, honestly. I feel like it was at least a good 2 hours before I got through all of Arceus's tutorials, honestly. Is there, oh my goodness, Zeraora is the lightning cat, isn't it? Zora Arc. You know what? I'm just gonna stop pretending like I know any names. This is like a little nightmares. Okay. I can't let you see any of the story. What are some cool things about the classes? I literally only jumped into like 1 or 2 of the classes. Are there any of the classes that I should actually be focusing on, Tree Monster? Oh, okay. All right, I think that's all that I needed there. And then we're gonna get little Cassiopeia. That's not your right name. Oh, it is. Okay, good. I actually remembered the name. You know, at least the default for all of these is to actually continue and accept the quests instead of not accepting them and being a jerk. I have a really hard time in games pretending to be like a jerk. Like when the story gives me options to be rude or mean to the NPC, like a not person, it's really hard for me. Like I can't actually do that. I don't know what it is, but I imagine them actually having emotions, and then it stops me from actually being mean to them. Hey, look, the Dark Fox Pokemon. Really? You know what? I also haven't learned yet how to... I think I need to go and find one more class. I haven't learned how to breed Pokemon yet. There was some sort of system that I read about, and I didn't get a pop-up for how to do it yet. Ow. Zorua. I have the hardest time pronouncing some of these Pokemon names. Oh, you got Squirrel? That's actually not bad. You could have done much worse. They have very basic Pokemon in that Pokemon personality quiz. Dashboard. Nimona, you like to talk for way too long. Oh my goodness. Stop. There's only one part of the story that I actually slowed down and read a little bit when I was playing for myself. And that was the Titans that I actually slowed down and read it because it's kind of cute, kind of sweet. Honestly, I would have done the exact same thing in my play. If I were in the position of that character, I don't want to spoil too much until we get there. But if I were in the position that they were in, I also would have gone to the ends of the earth to do what they were doing. Oh, I'm in trouble. You got a shiny? Yo, that's awesome. All right, to the director's office. We're in trouble. Picnics are how you breed. Oh, I must not have. Maybe that's something that I haven't. Oh, wait, I don't think I have anyone in the correct. Yeah, I don't have anyone in the correct egg type yet. That's what I was also doing wrong. I also like that the sandwich making you can kind of just do free. Like you could, as long as you got the ingredients, you can make any sandwich you want and just be totally crazy about it. I really like that. I also like that the sandwiches you make can give you different stat boosts, like increase type damage, type encounter rate, shiny rates. That's also cool. All right, this dude's hanging out in the crater in the center of the whole place. That is the whole very end game content. Your martial arts practice made you run a lot for a while. Now your legs ache. Oh no. I love riding my bike and stuff. I know that I've done a really good bike ride if I get home and cannot stand up anymore. Like I have jello legs afterwards. That's how I know that I've had a really good bike ride. I'll go for like 40 plus miles. I'll be gone for the whole day. Like I don't do it fast. I just don't stop. If you mean the Pokemon Arvin is hiding, you don't know what that is, so please no story spoilers. I only know the Pokemon. Okay, yeah, I'm doing my best to avoid. I'm trying really hard to avoid actual spoilers. So I'm gonna like be very vague about stuff that we haven't seen yet in streams or in video. But not. Oh, you actually haven't seen the Pokemon that the Arvin is specifically hiding? Which Titan have you seen up to yet? I think it's like Titan 3 or Titan 4 that he reveals which Pokemon he's hiding. I initially didn't think that was a Pokemon he was hiding. I don't know what I thought he was doing. I thought it was like some person. He was actually gonna be like a super evil villain, but I guess that's not what happened. Ooh. Well, this looks important. Oh, I almost got away. Yes, I'm in trouble. Okay, no, we're going to the dorm room. Got it. Hey, also as a quick reminder, I'm sure you've already done it, but if you haven't yet, please like the video. Helps out a ton. We've only got a couple of people watching now, but every like makes YouTube like share the video more. So it just helps it out a ton. Yeah, of course, Tree Monster. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, right. I need to go to bed. What happens after you complete one Titan, but the Titan the person in the video did was Dawn Fan, but I don't know if that matters. I don't think it does. I think it's a number of Titans. I don't think it's a specific Titan. So I think I could do it in any order. And it just matters what kind of Titan you pick. Thank you, Tree Monster. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Ferret. Also appreciated. I think it's kind of interesting, I guess. I think it's kind of interesting that they showed a passage of time and actually gave some realism to it, in that you were in school for a few days and then we started this whole thing. Oh, this animation is like actually at a decent speed instead of 1,000 miles an hour. I can't skip the cutscene. It won't let me. I wish you could like more than once. Me too. I would be there spamming the like button on my own videos. I don't think it helps out too much when I was doing it myself. Like, I don't know. The YouTube algorithm is a little funky, a little weird to think about. But yeah, it's like a whole separate in-depth conversation that we could go into. Look at that face. All right, that needs to be the thumbnail if I make it. Yep, just sitting here waiting for them to finish this little pan view that they were doing. I do think that's cool. I have not seen that part of the story yet, though. Wait, what? Paradox forms of... Really? Are you talking about your ride Pokemon or the actual legendaries? Because I haven't gotten to that part in the story. Like, I apparently, if you... I think that's part of the biology class. Like, if you go into the biology class for long enough, they'll start to talk. I don't know if it's biology or a different class. They'll start to talk about the legendaries of the game. All right, will my Rhydon let me ride yet? No, not yet. We're almost to that point. And we're only level 10 on our Pokemon, so we'll still get one shot by a level 20. So I really need to level up just a little bit. Man, the school area runs so slow. It's crazy that the school runs slower than out in the whole open world. YouTube, while a good platform, is also a horrible platform. They really don't care for small channels at all. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's difficult. Obviously I would love it if YouTube was just like trying to shoot this video out to millions of people. That'd be really cool. But I also kind of understand that technically I haven't earned it yet. But some people post random stuff and it goes viral, and that, like, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I obviously, like, some of my videos, some of them do really well, some of them do not do well at all, and it's a whole balancing act. And I could just be upset and be like, oh, YouTube algorithm and stuff, but like, I also understand that I can be doing things differently with like my thumbnails, doing different content. I don't know, it's really difficult to say the least. I don't know if it's in the story. It's just obvious by looking at them that they are related to Cyclizar and they must be paradox forms. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And yes, I mean the ride Pokemon. Ah, okay, I wasn't sure. Glad to hear. Maybe it's because you can't run in the halls in school like the Drillburt video. Yeah, that Drillburt video for some reason did super well compared to all of the other videos I've done. And I think it really comes down to, I need to figure out how to make a good thumbnail. Like, occasionally I make a really good one that is very clickable, and by very clickable I mean like 10%. 10% is a massive amount of click percentage, whereas a lot of videos that I post have like a 2% click through, and that is just really bad. If I can get like an average 5%, 7% is kind of the range that I want to be at, but I don't know, it's really hard to figure out what is clickable and not clickbait. I'm trying really hard to avoid making clickbait, but still making it clickable, and that is a hard line to tread, hard line to walk. I don't know the right saying for it, I guess. Hey, Cassiopeia. All right, so who do you think Cassiopeia is? Like, do you have a guess who the story character is? I think I have a guess, and I haven't seen this part of the story yet, so it's really just a guess at this point. Nice. Rhydon and my Rhydon are classified as paradox Pokemon. Yes, I think you're right. I think they're both technically paradox Pokemon, because something that's weird, I thought Rhydon and my Rhydon would be evolutions of Cyclizar. Apparently not. Apparently Cyclizar is just its own separate Pokemon that does not evolve. So yeah, I think what you're saying about being a paradox Pokemon is correct, which is super interesting. Which technically, if Rhydon is like a past Pokemon, that means that devolved into Cyclizar and then evolved into my Rhydon. Like, it's kind of interesting thinking about that. It's Giovanni. Oh, I just want to go throw my Pokemon at people. Oh my goodness. A literal hour-and-a-half tutorial. Have either of you seen, what is it? There's a new Pokemon looking fan game that lets you play as the Pokemon. It's the thing that I was talking about basically this world, open world, but you get to fight Tekken style, like actually fighting as the Pokemon. Oh, there we go. Now we actually get to ride the Pokemon. What is it called? It's made by like Lighthouse Studios or something. Kindred Fates is what it's called. Have either of you heard of that? Said Ma, but I don't know who that is. He might be Clavel. So my thought, since both of you gave your guesses, my guess is that it is that little Eevee backpack girl. I think that's Cassiopeia. That's just my guess. Again, I haven't seen the part of the story yet. I'm just making the guess. Yes, Pokken. Because that isn't new or no, sorry. Not Pokken. Kindred Fates. So if you look up Kindred Fates, it's basically this game, but with Pokken style fighting instead of turn-based fighting. Oh, I think there was, hold on, I think there was a sandwich that I could have gotten, but I don't think I have the money for it. Oh, I don't have my sprints yet. Okay, I think I'm going to focus on, I don't have the money yet to actually pick up what I want. Yeah, there's a sandwich food shop down there that costs a whole lot, but you can get increased fire type XP gain. So I wanted to grab that, but it won't really be super helpful. I'm going to avoid some of these fights for now and go for, I think, ooh, actually, I think my Fuecoco is gonna die from this fight. Does it win? Oh, nice. Okay, this is one of those cases that this is actually much faster than jumping into the fights. I think the auto battling falls off very quickly, but I guess if you are auto battling things at your level, you still get a pretty decent amount of XP. And it's so much faster to do it this way than to actually jump into a fight. But I swear you only get like a fourth, maybe half of the XP. But when you run into like whole groups of fletchlings, this is so much easier. Go for it. Cocoa Puffs defeated Fletchling. I love that that name is popping up like that. You need to do Titans to get Traversal. Yeah, you need to do the Titans to upgrade your Rhydons. So you need to do Titans to upgrade him. I think it goes, you get increased speed, higher jumping, gliding, then climbing walls, and then swimming. Swimming, for some reason, is the very last one that you can get. I don't understand why that's not before flying and climbing walls, but that's the route they chose to go with it. Okay, I think I want to hit at least like level 15. Are you gonna come down? I want to hit level 15 before we go into the extra level area. I'm gonna hit Fuecoco, get what? No, fight Lechonk. Fight the chunky monkey. This Hoppus is coming at me. Okay, I do think that I need to change around my Pokemon. Whoa! Almost ran straight into this bug. Okay. No, fight pork chop. Yeah, definitely this feels better than the mindless grinding that you're talking about. Except, well, Yeah, it generally feels better. I don't love that it doesn't give you very much XP, but given how quick it is, I get that they would have to balance it that way. Like otherwise it would be just way too strong. Yeah, we're just gonna run around murdering everything here. We're the cleanup crew. We're here to eradicate literally everything. Oh my goodness, we're only getting like 13 XP now. Okay, I lied. We're only gonna go to level 13 before we go and fight the other little... Nope. My dude. Fight this thing. The optimal set, go the bug gym, then cloth, then grass gym. Okay, that sounds like a good path. I will try doing that. I think I did bug gym first in my route as well, so that makes sense. There we go. That's level 13. And then we're going to... So the... I can't remember Pokemon names. Deerling? I think it's Deerling. The Deerling are level 20 in this area that I'm about to go to. So I'm very likely to get one shot if I mess this up. But I'm hoping that my Fuecoco can one-shot them. That's the only way that I will survive. And I have to get this jump just right to make it too. Hello, innocent Pokemon. We are the pest control. Oh my goodness. So Donphan. Oh, Pokeball. Trying to not bump into Pokemon. They did Donphan first, and they got got flying. What? You got they got flying first? Oh, maybe that would be very handy if you can actually pick what upgrade you get. But based on what I saw, what I experienced, I got sprint and jumping and then flying. So maybe it is Pokemon specific. Oh my goodness, it's level 21. We're gonna die. All right. So let's hope that I don't get one shot. I'm definitely slower than the Deerling. Skeledrez, Dredge, Tinkatok, and Garnacle. Which one's Garnacle? And my planned team, definitely Skeledredge. I think Zero Arc, Zero Aura. No, that's not it. Oh my goodness, I almost died. Ah! Oink, help me. Yeah, preferred team. That's really hard for me because I don't actually do a good job building teams. I put Lucario on there. I thought that one was... Whoa, my piggy died. Ooh. Okay, good thing I have this chat open. Die, Bambi. All right, I have to put Hoppip in. And I think I'm going to stick with this electric mouse fighting Pokemon because it has fighting stats. And then this is my sacrificial Hoppip. So super potion because I need to do this in one move. This is hopefully going to give us a whole lot of XP because we're knocking off a bunch of our other Pokemon. I don't know exactly how the... Really? You went for Bullet Seed in this? All right, well, we can at least do a little bit of damage, maybe. Even at oh my goodness, it got such a high roll. 5 times. That's the max, I think. $40. Yeah, sure. I don't know which type Hoppip is or what I can use. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. Annihilate. Even though you would have 2 ghost types. That's the really difficult part, because I like the way that Pokemon look over their stats. I end up with a bit of repeat on my team, so I sometimes go for the better stats, like trying to get the typings. So yeah, I don't know. All right, don't die in 1 hit, please. Oh my goodness, it just used a leech seed. If you were gonna use a leech seed this whole time, I could have actually fought you. All right, that should be enough to give us a couple of levels. It's gonna be like 1,000 XP. Okay, no, it's only 400 apparently, but it's a level and we're going to evolve, so that's gonna be useful. Wait, is it level 16? When did that happen? I thought it was level 14. Obviously, it's been a second since I've played a game. XP candy small. My goodness, I wish I had my sprint back. Which one's Annihilate? Is that the Minky ghost type evolution? Same, use whatever is cool. Yeah, I am full on fashion over function. Yeah, even in, well, okay. I used to play a lot of Monster Hunter, and when they didn't have the ability for you to put specific like put armor over other armor, like fashion hunting or whatever it was called, I would literally just pick some of the worst stat armor because it looked better. Oh yeah, it's gonna take me through all of the little tutorial bits. Oh, you're only using new Pokemon. I totally missed that one. Missed that chat. When playing Pokemon, you just build up your team with the best Pokemon you find instead of looking for specific Pokemon. That too. I only, especially because I am trying to play this slightly fast paced, I'm only picking up the best Pokemon that I see immediately. Now later on, I definitely think that I might do some shiny hunts or something, depending on what people would want to see. And it might also be cool to fill out the Pokedex, but I don't know if I will have the time to do that, so we'll have to find out. Oh, netball, nice. Yeah, I think even on Arceus, I didn't fill out the full Pokedex. Pokédex, not Polka. Ooh, almost died. Almost got jumped. Ooh, that would have been bad. Okay. Right here. There we go. Oh no. They took away all the deerling. What? This little guy's here? Oh my goodness. The Quagsire evolution. Oh, okay. Do I get Gumi? It'd be a pretty solid dragon Pokemon, but I also want Garchomp. Oh, you're gonna kill me. Right, you're level 20 something. I can't even touch you. Also, they finally added like an evolution to Dunsparce, but it still looks like pretty much useless. If you find a shiny, oh yeah, a shiny is a must use. Buizel. Okay. I'm looking for literally any grass types. Okay, they took away all the grass types. Like, I literally deleted all of them, apparently. Hello? That's a Mudkip. No, that's not a Mudkip. That's literally a completely different Pokemon. Wooper. Okay. Just because it... Oh, there we go. There's a bug. Yeah, that'll work. Level 18. I need to find the grass goat Pokemon. They give a... Oh, a Scyther. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm not going to terrestrialize here. Oh, you got a lot of health on me, apparently. Ooh, but luckily, even with that, the type advantage is going to help me out. Do I catch you to avoid taking a whole lot of damage? Really want Scyther to help us get some catches. Yeah, I don't know why, but Scyther is one of my favorite Pokemon, apparently. I would have loved to see Mudkip. Okay, Mudkip's also on the list of favorite Pokemon. Only 100? Only 190. That's no good. That's not the right button. No. Puppy, go away. A little bit overkill. But I can't be going into any of these fights with not enough health. I'm pretty sure until I get my badge, Pokemon of like 15 and higher will not respect me. I'm not going to terrestrialize. Oh, of course you went for double team. What? That's a super effective? I guess we're terrestrializing then. Skiddo. Is the Dunsparce Evo is the worst Pokemon this gen. No competition. I don't know. I feel kind of heated about the literal tumbleweed. Tree monster. I thought you said I'd be fine. You're kidding me. He avoided it. Youch. Okay. I should have swapped in the grass Pokemon. He would have done the flying attack, and then it wouldn't have done very much damage. Yeah, that would have been good. The 1 HP. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I just need to be able to survive a attack. An attack. Oh, really? You like this tumbleweed? For the gyms. Oh, for the gyms. Okay. I got just decapitated. Okay. Don't miss your Ember, please. Is it? I thought... Okay, I thought flying was weak to grass, but you're right. It was the other way around. So that would have been actually very bad for me to do. You're correct. All right, do this one. Name the buggy boy Spiffter. Boy Spiffter? Why won't you hit anything? I can't walk away from this fight because Scyther won't be here next time. All right, Oinky boy. Come on. Don't one-shot my pig, please. You were gonna false swipe? Well, if I'd known you were gonna do that. I just need to hit one supercharged ember. Ruler of the Seven Seas. Stop! I can't hit you already. Come on, false swipe me. What's this one do? Oh. Emotional damage. Yeah, he didn't want to false swipe again. All right, what's the next one? I think I'm at the point that I would have to use 2 potions. I should have just used a potion. I should have used the potion instead of trying to fight. Stop hurting me. Please hit. Take my Pokemon away. I should have used the net. Ball swipe me. Get netted. Get caught. Yo, that should not have worked. I'm so glad it did. Yeah, let me learn that incinerate. Choo-hoo. No way. Oh. 1 minute. Okay. We're 1 level away. I'm getting rid of Lear. That was absolutely crazy. I can't believe that I actually survived that. Making the big money bets on him using a false swipe on me. And now we have a Scyther. Ooh, I can actually use this against the Psychic Gem. So if we don't end up getting, definitely get rid of Splash, but I'm not going to keep this Pokemon for very long. If we don't end up getting Zorua like I want, then we can still use this still use Scyther. Trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty. Honestly, I literally got like a back-to-back. Okay, what do you want this one to be called? Spither. There we go. Yeah, I got like a back-to-back spam call. Like I hung up on it and then they recalled me like, excuse me, sir, don't you want to actually talk? No, I don't want to talk to you. What is, ooh, Barbosh. My Pokemon's literally on 1 HP, so if I do this fight, it dies. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. I really appreciate it. I think we'll probably keep doing a few more live streams. We'll probably do another live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna shoot for probably around the same time that this one started. So I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. And actually, hopefully by that time you'll all be playing some Pokemon Violet, Scarlet, wherever you want to play. I was looking for the Skidoo. Oh, that's what this one's called. Hey, look, another Scyther. It wasn't that important that I didn't die there. All right, I hope to see all your creatures in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you for hanging out.